Something spooky?
Wow, I told you to say something spooky and you say the word something spooky.
I blanked, okay? I blanked.
Brilliant, brilliant. Hello, dear listeners. Welcome to the last episode of our spooky month. Yes.
Is that better?
I mean, it's alright, it's not bad. That was a creepy laugh.
Thanks.
October this month has had 5 Sundays in it, so we've done 5 episodes, which is the most we've done in a month, I think, ever.
You've worked us hard.
But we've had fun because we love everything Halloween and spooky.
We do. You might have noticed.
Last week, we had delved into the truth behind some of our favourite horror movies. We've also looked into the story of Charles de Ray. We've done the Wendigo, but we haven't done a Wendigo.
Sorry.
And we've figured out about headless ghosts.
Yeah.
So we've done lots of spooky stuff. So we thought tonight we wanted to do something for All Hallows Eve, the day before Halloween, something a little different.
Yeah. We had originally planned to go on a hunt for Black Shuck, because you may have remembered that we did an episode on him before called What the Shuck, but unfortunately the weather conditions weren't right. For that kind of weather we need dark, gloomy, foggy nights, and actually, sadly enough, it's been lovely weather.
It has been.
Yeah, we've had to...
Annoyingly so.
We've had to put our high-visors down and don our torches and not do that just yet. But we're hoping to do that maybe later on in the winter.
Definitely. So instead, our plan B... My house...
Creepy! Sorry. I mean, my house is haunted, but your house is creepy with it.
Yeah. There's a few unexplained things that we can't explain, obviously.
Not just her husband.
That we can't explain.
Nope.
Things that we've seen, things that we've heard.
Yep.
Things that have happened.
Yep.
One of the main things when you're sat in the living room and you can hear someone running up and down the gravel outside and there's no one there.
And there's times when I see him in my glasses, like a reflection in my glasses or in the TV of someone running past and there is nobody there.
When I go out to pick Ben up from work in the evening, behind the bottom of my house, someone pokes their head around a corner.
Yeah, and you've actually heard someone say your name, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it feels like you're being watched.
Yeah, and it's uneasy. I don't think it's, like I said to you before, Carrie, I don't think it's anything that wants to cause us harm, but I don't think they're particularly happy.
Yeah, it's not threatening, it's just grumpy.
Yeah, grumpy old man. Probably my granddad.
Could be.
So what we're going to do is try and find out. We're going on a ghost hunt. Hey! So this is going to be like kind of a live episode. We're not going to do it for ages, only for about half an hour.
A live episode talking to the dead.
Sorry. We've got a few apps that we use on our phones that we've used in actual when we've gone on other ghost hunts that prove right. We've got Necrophonic, which is, you know more than I do, Karen.
Necrophonic is an app that it basically acts like a spirit box and it sweeps through radio frequencies. So a lot of what you'll hear is garbled nonsense, sometimes of the language, sometimes snatches of music. But if you hear a word or sustained sentence, it's not radio frequency. It should sound unintelligible. You shouldn't be able to understand it. But if you can understand it, it's a clear word. It's not something living or speaking.
And what is the other app that we have?
The other app is Paratech, that's a silent one, so we'll read that out to you. And that's basically one where we can talk through what's happening, but it shows words, so it allows them to speak to the app or speak in the vicinity of the app, and it picks it up as radio waves and transfers that into words. The last one is what's called an SLS or structured light sensor camera, which obviously we can't show you on a podcast, but we may be able to show you through TikTok if we get anything.
Yes, because we are also recording this episode, some snippets for TikTok.
We are indeed. And what that does is that maps out a person. So if you were standing in front of the camera, it would show you as like a stick figure. It would map you out. However, when it maps out a person and there is nobody standing there, it's picking up an anomaly which could potentially be a spirit. We say potentially. This is science in its infancy.
Yeah, and whether you believe it or not, that's great. We are believers.
We've seen too much not to be, I think.
But if you're not, that's fine too.
I would still like some solid proof, because I've seen things and felt things myself, but nothing that I can turn to somebody else and go, here's your proof.
Yeah.
Not yet, anyway.
So, what we're going to do I will just point out, if you hear scratching, that's actually my gerbils.
Oh yeah, our last tool is you, because sometimes you get a thing called EVP. So you get DVP, which is direct voice phenomenon. That's when you hear like disembodied voice. EVP is electronic voice phenomenon. So that's when you hear a voice on a recording, but you didn't hear it in person. So if you hear someone that's not us, that's an EVP. So please let us know.
Right, should we get the lights off then?
Yeah.
And kick this off.
Yep. Do you want to do that? And I will shine the torch so you can see where the frick you're going.
Yeah. Right, you ready?
One moment.
Let's actually
Get dark.
Cool.
It is pitch black in here right now. We will show on TikTok, but it's pitch black.
Yes.
Aside from the laptop screen, it's dark.
But we've turned the dim down on the laptop.
Yeah.
So it's mostly dark.
It is. So shall we start? What we're going to start with is the necrophonic. So as I said, you're going to hear some weird noises, some kind of garbled sound, snatches of song, things like that. And then you may hear actual words. You're going to hear us talking as well because it's a conversation. We're going to try and get them into it. Okay? Are we ready? Are we steady? We are go.
Does that say dead?
No, I think that's just a bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that closer to the laptop so you can hear it. Yes? Okay. You said yes. So what you're hearing now is the random noises from that. So is there somebody here with us? This would be the moment that Joe will start kicking up, isn't it? Is there somebody there that has a message that you would like to convey? It does occasionally make creepy noises, I'm sorry for that. Can you tell us your name, please?
What did that say?
It sounded like Peter, but really fast, like Peter. Could you try again, please? Now what we've done is we've turned up the sweep rate on this, so it will start to sweep through faster, and that means that any sentences or few words that you'll hear, you'll start to hear the garbled noises come a bit faster, but any sustained sounds will be something unusual. And this is where it goes quiet.
Apart from bloody gerbils.
Yep.
Is there someone here with us?
Roy. Sound like someone going, Roy.
Brommy?
Yeah. It's okay, you don't need to be scared of any of this equipment. You can come and talk to it. There's no harm meant. We just want to talk. Sounded like Mum then. What are you doing?
What doing?
We're doing a podcast.
Is your phone up as loud as will go?
It is now. Jesus.
Well, you just shut yourself.
Yeah, apparently my phone volume wasn't up. Yo.
Yo. Hello?
What?
Can you hear us?
Have you got things from this before?
In a school once, I got a young child saying, "Mummy," and I was with my mum and a friend who was also a mum at the time, and they went, we're mothers, and it just went, "Find my mummy."
Wow.
Yeah. Sometimes you do get things, sometimes you get nothing, just garbled responses.
What was that?
I'm pretty sure he just said dickhead. Dad?
Were you just called a dickhead by a ghost, Carrie?
Possibly. I think he just said hey as well. Hi!
Got my actual reaction on that TikTok.
So, there's a strong possibility, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody listeners, I've just been called a dickhead by a ghost.
I'd do that, I'd come back.
You'd call me far worse than a dickhead.
I don't know, dickhead conveys quite a lot. Whore? Did he just call you a whore?
Jeez!
That did sound like whore, didn't it?
It did sound like whore.
Doesn't help that my turtle tank is doing an ominous green glow in the kitchen.
Yeah. It's wildfire. It's a reference for all you Game of Thrones fans out there. Say that again!
Uh-huh.
Who are you calling a whore?
Are you calling Carrie a whore? Or Emily?
Okay, it's gone quiet now.
I don't like when it whispers.
Yeah, it's a bit weird. Did you live here? No.
Thank you for answering.
Do you know the people who live here? We? We as in multiple, or we as in you suddenly French? No. Come on, see if you can say something. See if you can work up the energy to say something. Please. I mean, if you're a spirit here, you probably watch us record these things quite often. Do you like our podcast? It's worth a shot.
Someone should.
Pretty sure it just said no.
Whoever this is really sassy towards you. I mean, first you called a dickhead, then a whore, and now it doesn't like our podcast.
I know, right? I'm offended. I'm wounded deep down. Are you going to say sorry? You're just going to insult me some more. Okay.
Be really interesting to listen back to this to see if we can decipher anything more.
Yeah, I think so. Sorry, that was just me shifting in the chair.
Well, we've been about 10 minutes on this. Did you want to try a different one
sure.
of your apps?
Okay. So we're just stopping that now. We're not going to turn that back on again because it makes a really creepy sound when it does. And for those of you on TikTok, I'm sorry for my phone vacuum background, but you're not recording, are you?
Not now.
Okay, so...
Why would you be sorry for your phone background? It's Sebastian Stan.
This is for...
Paratech by Happy Droid.
Thank you. Right, this is now the Paratech app, which sweeps through EMF frequencies. So EMF is electromagnetic fielding, and that is something that's given off by technology, by buildings, by everything gives off a certain level of EMF. We give off a certain level of EMF. If you're exposed to too much, so for example, people like working in large computer areas, so server rooms, things like that, they might experience feelings of paranoia because it's messing with their electromagnetic fielding. However, if there is no reason for it to spike, so you are pointing your EMF meter at a brick wall and all of a sudden it spikes, it's usually a good indicator of spirit activity. So at the moment, my phone, because it's coming from a phone, we can't necessarily trust the EMF on this. I would have to put it into airplane mode, which I'm not going to do at the moment. But normally your EMF is measured at, say, milligauss. And at the moment we're a steady 0.4. If I put it close to the laptop, it spikes to 8.6 milligauss because the laptop, it's giving off EMF. However, if I put it to you, it's still at 0.3, 0.4.
So I don't have much EMF coming from me.
So, but if I put it here and it spikes again, then there's usually a good indication of a spirit. It's not, it's 0.4. If I put it to the other side of the room, okay, that's 0.5, we won't talk about that. Right.
If I hold it to the other side of the room.
If you hold it over there and just watch that one that's 0.
It went up to 0.5 but gone back down to 0.4.
Okay, yep, no, that's fine, that's steady, that's a good indicator.
So that's our standard.
Yeah, that's our standard. That's what we call our baseline.
So anything more than 0.4?
Yeah, if it spikes then we've got something. So it's 0.5 over here, still, on the other side.
Are you brave to stand by the door?
No. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to set it on to sweep. So it will sweep.
Scanning.
So it's scanning for into. Okay, so it's scanning for certain electromagnetic fields, certain pulses, certain sound waves that we can't pick up with the human ear, and it's going to transfer them into words. So the first word we've got is into, and it's going to read it in the same way that an ovulus does. Which, we are fans of the TV show Destination Fear, so whenever they have a tool like an ovulus or anything like that, they hold it up to the camera and it's kind of screenshots them holding up
face.
Yeah,
It made me laugh.
It says no, as in to know something.
Oh. So it's saying stuff then.
Yeah, it's talking, but...
Cool. So...
Joshua.
That's very specific. Joshua.
Mm-hmm. What about Joshua? Is that your name? Or...
Easy.
Maddie's friend Josh is easy. Sorry, Josh, if you listen.
We love you.
I did not mean it.
Oh. Okay. Alright.
Increment.
Sometimes it just does come up with random words, so it could be either picking up on residual energy or other conversations, things like that.
Sometimes it's best if you ask a question and you get like a direct answer.
Yeah.
And then if you ask a very similar question but in a different way and get the same answer.
Joshua and Thomas.
Common names.
Uh-huh.
Common names.
I'm not going to think on it because both those names mean something to me, so I'm not going to
Common
think on
names.
it.
Common names. Especially in England.
Mm-hmm.
Very biblical.
Yes, actually, yes.
I knew that.
Joshua, well done. Joshua is an
you.
alternative name for...
Nick.
Jesus. Not Nick.
Okay.
Okay, can you try and answer like a positive yes, absolutely yes kind of answer? Is your name Joshua? Is your name Thomas? Is your name Nick?
Bar.
You want a bath?
Oh, I love a bath.
You do love a bath. You love a long bath.
Not with a ghostie though.
I mean, you never know.
Holy fucking... Oh my god!
Welcome home, Ben.
Are you doing your podcast?
We are, and you're on... Ladies and
We're
gentlemen...
literally doing...
I keep saying ladies and gentlemen, it's 2022. Dear listeners, this is Ben. Ben, say hi to the listeners.
Hello, our listeners.
Ben, we are actually doing a live ghost hunt. So you just opened the door and scared the actual shit out of me. I definitely think I've defecated. Like, that was...
Surprise.
No. Holy fuck. I didn't expect you home yet.
That was beautiful.
Okay.
Hi, Ben.
Hi.
Hey, Ben.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Okay, we're going to get back to recording this now we know it's you.
Okay.
I mean, is it laughing at us?
It said Patrick and Pat. Is there a Patrick here? I mean, if it's one of my ancestors, half of them are Irish, so you shake a stick and it's a Patrick.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, apparently that joke didn't land. Yeesh. Ghosts have got no sense of humour, have you?
Ryan,
They're giving lots of names.
Joshua, Thomas, Nick, Patrick, Ryan.
That's a lot of names.
It is. It is just random names.
Are any of those your names?
mission,
You're on a mission from God. Sorry. I should probably not be a reverend.
Are any of those your names?
Interesting it comes with the word the mission and they are biblical names. Except maybe Ryan.
I don't know, I bet Jesus had a disciple called Ryan.
4. What about the number 4?
Are 4 of them your name? Are you Joshua, Thomas, Patrick Ryan? Patrick Ryan, is that a name of someone famous?
I don't know.
legs,
We have them.
Not all of them functional. It's true. Listen to our episode Getting to Know Us and you'll find out who.
That was our quarantine special 2
It was.
years ago.
It was. That was weird.
Did you used to live here?
not resting,
You're not resting.
Okay.
Did
Why-
you... Sorry, go on.
Why are you not resting? What's got you restless?
wild,
That's not helpful. Please be more specific if you can. I know it's hard.
Bring your phone here. Did you used to live here?
It's gone quiet now.
wagon,
Oh,
Wagon, that's a bit random.
I think someone's been watching too many cowboy films.
My granddad Peter used to love them. That's one of the last things we
Either.
watched together. Either what?
As you said, sometimes it does come up with nonsensical words. They're not necessarily like to the conversation, but it's interesting. The trick is not to try and make them fit.
Yeah.
Ian,
Ian, with an extra I.
It's spelt my Ian's way. Ooh.
Ian, if you're listening, the ghosts are giving you a shout out.
Ian always listens.
We love you, Ian.
Spelt your way, mate.
E-A-I-N. What? I-A-I-N. What?
quartz,
Quartz. I wear quartz.
Are you wearing quartz now?
Nope.
Well, that's just awful of you, isn't it?
I have 4 different types.
I have amethyst. Okay?
white,
Quite. Yes, quite. Quite.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they're being affectionate, guys. It's cute.
No, he fell on me.
Oh.
Fall on me.
When you're not strong, I'll be your end.
Well, I've had another
Why?
10 minutes.
Why? I like to sing, okay? These things happen.
Carrie's been really hated by the spirits today.
Oh, yeah, it called me a dickhead.
hand,
Okay? It called me a dickhead and a whore twice. Yep. And then I asked if it liked the podcast and it said no.
We've done 10 minutes of this app. Did we want to do 10 minutes of the last one?
Okay, I'm just going to crack out the SLS Sorry, that was the sound of my wine glass on the table.
Scanning stopped.
It's getting stripped.
So what did we get from that?
We
What
got
words?
in total into, no, Joshua, easy, increment, Thomas, Nick, bath, industry, Patrick, Pat, Ryan, mission, 4 legs, not resting, wild, wagon, either, Ian, hi Ian, quartz, quite, why, and hand. And all through a consistent EMF reading of 0.5 milligauss.
Cool. So if we listen back and anything else comes through that could maybe a question we asked earlier, they couldn't get through on that,
Yeah,
so they've come through on this.
which is entirely possible. It just means I'd have to listen to it with headphones because sometimes it's not very strong. But yeah, if anyone does hear anything, then please hit us up on social media, on Facebook,
At Cupofisticity,
Twitter,
at Cupofisticity,
Instagram,
at Cupofisticity,
and TikTok.
at Cupofisticity,
Or email us at...
Cupofisticity@outlook.com.
There we go. Okay, so
It's like we've done this before.
the SLS camera then it can actually record as well. You can get different variations of it. I've got an app on my phone which is, I think is a demo app, so it only works temporarily. But what I'm showing, oh, that was my
I
finger.
was going to say, it showed your finger.
Yes, it does my finger. So, hang on. We're going to get it up on TikTok as well so we can see. But the camera is basically recording right now and all we can see is darkness. But if I put my hand in front of it, it's not deciding to map it this time. But normally it would...
We need to make it map
show.
somehow.
We'll make it...
Finger in front of the other side? So I did it a minute ago when you put your finger in front of it.
No, what we've got instead is a recording of my
Ben,
finger.
go stand in front of the camera, please, so we can see your little person.
We may need a light on because I can't see Ben. Oh, hang... Oh,
What?
Ben, can you just wave for me? No, I really can't see. Is this inverted?
No, it's got the red on the TV. Don't know what that white light is though.
Hang on, that's my laptop there. It is inverted. Aww.
That went well.
Yeah, it's not working. Ben, can you switch one of the lights on just so that we can... Because this doesn't need to operate in the dark.
It's just atmospheric, isn't it?
Yeah, it's aesthetic.
Oh.
Okay, so...
Oh.
Right, we can see it now. So...
Right, stand away from the laptop then.
Okay, so I'm just getting rid of the ad. So you can see it maps Ben as a stick figure. So what we're seeing now on the screen, for those of us listening, is basically Ben is standing there and we can see a stick figure. So if Ben moves, walk away from the screen, the stick figure moves and there's a thing there. Keep going. Okay, so if something appears, just like it just did, there is something standing there.
There's something following you, babe.
And I'm recording it, but it keeps flashing in and out in different sizes. So it could be that it's trying to map the cupboard and it doesn't quite see it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move it over to the side a little bit. So if that's you, Spirit, just move slightly to your right for me, please. In front of the doorway, in front of the bat. There's a bat.
It's Halloween, of course it's a bat.
Oh.
Why
Yeah.
did it just turn off?
I don't know. The app just closed down.
Okay, close it, open up again.
Okay, and we're recording again. And it's starting trying to map your speaker up there. It's not doing it, but if I move it back in front of there, it's again mapping something there.
But as you can see, there is nothing there to be mapped.
No, it's slightly blurry because it's not really focusing.
Oh my god, there's
No.
something right there.
If we were being completely scientific, we could say potentially it's trying to map the cupboard, which is why I'm kind of panning around.
But why
the
would
room.
it try and map my shelving?
Well, it was trying to map your bat a second ago. So it could just be a slight confusion in the camera, which is entirely possible.
We will upload this full video to TikTok on its own.
Yes.
Is it mapping me?
Yeah, it's mapping both of you as two separate entities, which is cool. So, yeah.
Do you know that another part of the house?
Can do. I can go into the kitchen and I can shout through to you what I see.
Do it, because we'll upload, because you're recording this, aren't you?
Yeah.
So we'll upload this separately to TikTok.
Looking into the kitchen. If I'm back.
About lunch.
You can keep talking.
What about the hallway? Is there anything in the kitchen?
Right, that's stupid.
Is there anything in the kitchen?
No. Oh, it's matched turtle.
Oh, that's good. I have a turtle.
Alright, okay.
What are you
I'm
doing?
trying this from a different angle, just see if it is actually cupboard. It's not mapping something, but it's not focusing. It keeps going in and out of focus like it's trying to focus on something.
I don't understand how it would map the cupboard though, because the cupboard doesn't have anything to map. If that makes sense.
Yeah. But unless it's mistaking the layers.
Oh my god, you're going to the hallway.
I dislike this.
There's a strange feeling in our hallway between the bedrooms.
It's very cold.
Yep. Always is there. Don't know if it has something to do with the loft.
Could possibly be. Let's be scientific about it. Well, it's not mapping anything.
Well, that's good. That makes us feel a little better.
I'm really not a fan of looking through your hallway through a camera though.
No, I wouldn't be.
No. So okay. Cool. Well, that's that then. Do you want me to-
I'm so proud of you.
I have great moments of bravery or stupidity. There's a fine line.
Like last week when you tried to help me with the spider.
I did. And it was a big one. But I didn't tell you about the one I saw at home, did I? It was absolutely massive. It was that big, you could see its eye stalks. Yeah, that was a big boy.
Spiders have eye stalks.
Yeah, this is a little. I don't know if it's like. I don't know the anatomy of spiders too well, to be honest with you.
I don't want to know the anatomy of spiders.
So. But yeah, that was a little ghost hunt with us. We didn't catch a lot. We caught Ben.
We did. That scared the shit out of me.
Hi, Ben.
Hello.
But yeah, so if you do pick up anything, then please let us know. At sorry, hiccup. We will. And again,
Are we done?
I think so. Yeah, we will be back with the live shuck hunt when we can. Obviously, it won't be too live because it will be recorded. But it will be live on site. Yeah.
Yes. We'll be back. We're going to have a couple of weeks off now. We've done 5 solid weeks.
Yes.
But also, as you're listening to this, I am in Florida.
It's magic.
We're coming. Basically, so I'm coming from the future or the past. Back to the future, back to the past.
Yeah, both.
Either or. Right now, I'm in Florida, so we're recording this early. So
Yeah.
we need to have a little while off because I'm not here for 2 weeks to record anything. But I think 5 full solid weeks is quite a lot.
But the one we're coming back with is I'm quite excited about, because on the 4th of November it will be the centenary of the opening, after thousands of years, of the tomb of Tutankhamun.
Yeah, so keep an eye out on our TikTok and our Instagram for specials like that, because Carrie will be keeping them up while I'm not around.
I shall try my best. I am not as expert with the tiki-toki as you are. There may be a strong chance that you'll get a recording of my foot or my 20 chins saying, "Who?"
That is a beautiful image you've given to the fine listeners.
You are welcome.
But until then, we will say goodbye.
Stay safe. And remember, always keep your torch with you.
And rock salt.
Yes! Salt. And a towel. But salt.
Rock salt specifically.
Yes.
Doesn't have to be Himalayan, even though it's pretty and pink. Just any kind of rock salt.
Yeah, just any kind of salt. Just like, yeah. Yeah, circles are your friend.
And I guess we need to say, Happy Halloween!
Happy Halloween, Ben.
Happy Halloween.
Thank you.